Hi there. My name is Daniel. You can call me Dan, or whatever you'd like. And this is Minecraft Beta 1.0. Finally beta. It feels so long ago. Probably wondering what this is. I'm just gonna make a new world here. For a while now, I've been kind of thinking, I need somewhere to keep my thoughts, somewhere to sort of just dump my ranting and what's going on in my everyday life, because sometimes there's no one better to talk to other than yourself or random people. And why Minecraft, per se? I miss the old versions of Minecraft. I had a taste of this thing of simplicity and unknown and wonder. That feeling of nostalgia is really hidden. It's calming, it's relaxing. I've always wanted to do some sort of playthrough where I start at the beginning. And here we are. I don't even think they have smooth lighting in this version, right? Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. Jeez. And there's a saving level in the corner, yeah. But yeah, I think we're gonna just look around for a while, a place to find a house or something like that. The animals jumped every time you hit them. No XP, no pork chops. Awesome. But, oh, jeez. Oh, zombies are in here. Like I said, it's just a place for me to talk about things going on in my life right now and stuff like that. I'm 19. Just in the middle of my first semester of college. And it's not that bad. I'm learning game programming, something I really enjoy. I fall behind easily, and I'm very good at procrastinating. I took a trip down to Florida about a couple weeks ago, and I didn't. It was for about a week. It was during reading week, and I don't actually think we can make beds in 1.0, which is kind of sad. But it was indeed reading week, and I was there, and I spontaneously, on a fling, decided to stay for another 5 days, which it was worth it, but it was also a very big headache with that. I missed a whole week or almost a week of classes because of it, and I also missed a bunch of other due dates for projects. So, when I got home, which was about a week ago now, I had to email all my professors and beg for them to give me an extension on most of my projects, which a lot of them said no. Some of them said yes, but they were docking 50% off, which is like a huge amount. It's better to hand in something than nothing, right? My one professor, she's really nice. I feel bad for the trouble I give her. She had us do an essay or a twine game. And if you're not familiar with what twine is, it's basically this I think it's open source. It's this programming, this software tool that allows you to make like choose your own adventure games, like text-based, really simple stuff. And do you get beef from cows? I don't remember exactly. Oh, leather. Actually, that might be worth it. Honestly, you might kill some cows, make some armor. But we had a choice between writing an essay on a short story or making a twine game. And twine games, they're really, for me at least, they're really fun to make, I guess, if you're creative. And for me also, it seems way easier to do than writing a whole essay. I've been falling behind. I still haven't submitted it yet. It's been almost a week since I emailed her about the extension. And she said yes. She never told me a date. She just said she would take 50% off. So, you know, I should really get on that. But the point is, it's there. And, you know, it is what it is. I gotta finish that eventually. I guess we should get some wood at least while I'm exploring, because I still haven't found the, you know, the ideal place for a home. Oh, the old wood noise. But yeah, she's really nice. You know, all of my other, or the majority of my other professors, you know, record their sessions so that students can watch it after the fact. Hey, excuse me. Which, you know, it's really nice of them, especially for students that, oh right, I is inventory, that's weird. Especially for students that, you know, are studying from across the world, or, you know, have a different sleep schedule, stuff like that. It's weird you can't hold down right to get the tools, but, you know, what are you gonna do? But I don't think she does it, my English teacher, you know, and I understand why. You know, you're trying to promote kids to come to the class, be more active, you know, and it makes you, you know, procrastinate less and get on with what you're doing. And, you know, I completely understand that, but it's just like the problem with that is it like I said, it kind of causes people to procrastinate a lot, because, you know, you can be like all you want. You can say, hey, I don't need to come to this class, it's pre-recorded, or not pre-recorded, it's recorded already, you know, or it's being recorded, I can watch it later. Then you say, oh, well, you know what, I can always watch it a different day, I want to do this right now. And then eventually you need to watch it because an assignment's due for it, and you've got all this other stuff you need to watch too, and, you know, now you're all swamped and backed up. It's just kind of a sucky situation to be in. Get some coal here. But, you know, she doesn't, like I said earlier, she doesn't record her classes. At least I don't think so. I haven't noticed at all. I might just be, oh, you know what? Maybe she does. I think, yeah, I'm remembering. I think she does. Well, it's not the point. The point I'm trying to make here is that she works really hard to make, she works really hard to make the classes very interactive. You know, instead of just reading off lectures and you know, reading off like slides or out of a textbook, she really tries to interact with the students, which, you know, I really enjoy, because 8 a.m. in the morning, you know, it's really exhausting to have to wake up and just sit there and listen to someone drone on about some boring topic. And then she, you know, she puts polls down, you know, let's use interactive tools to guess things. You know, we play games like Kahoot, or there's another one, I think it's called, I can't remember, but it's like grammar guessing games and stuff like that. And that kind of stuff I really like. I really appreciate, because it keeps me interested, you know. It makes it interactive. It keeps your attention. Yeah. I'm really falling behind, you know, because I missed a couple days of lectures before I left, and then I missed a whole week of lectures. And when I got back, I procrastinated. I missed another week of lectures. And, you know, I have to rewatch luckily there haven't been many crazy assignments, but I have to watch the important ones. There are some lectures I can go without, but the important ones are my production lectures, my programming lectures, and my English. The other ones, I have a couple separate ones that aren't that important, because they're more like little kind of subcategories of courses I have. So usually if you watch the one, you can understand the other one pretty well. Or at least get help for it, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's really nice to have friends, too. Friends for that kind of stuff, you know? I have great classmates that I've made friends with, and, you know, one specifically, her name's Sydney. She's really nice. She's super nice. We help out each other on a lot of the essay stuff, or not essay stuff, a lot of the programming stuff, because, well, she's really good at math, and I wouldn't say really good, but typically I understand the programming stuff, at least to an extent. So, you know, we like to help each other out when we can. You know, she'll help me out with math. I'll help her out with the programming stuff. Oh, jeez, it's getting dark. I don't have a place to stay. Oh, mountain looks cool. I should go over there. I've got the sugarcane, though. I do want to have some sugarcane with me. It's the first reeds I've seen in a while. Gotta love that, like, instant darkness. But yeah, she's super nice. It's funny, you know, all my life I've always loved video games, and I'm sure a lot of people can say that. You know, it's completely understandable, right? You know, everyone loves video games. They're really awesome, amazing. You know, they inspire a lot of people, and I think for me, Minecraft was definitely a huge inspiration when I was young, but also Skyrim, actually. So, you know, I was born in 2002, and, you know, that makes me born right in the Generation Z category, the early ones, at least. And I got to experience a lot of stuff happen, a lot of coming of age stuff, you know, a lot of discoveries, you know, YouTube and stuff like that. I watched that grow and turn into something crazy. But Skyrim, I remember the night my brother, he came home with it in his hands, and he was like, "Hey, there's this cool new RPG game. This cool new RPG game called Skyrim. You can be whoever you want. You know, you can make your character, go on adventures, dungeons, fight monsters, get loot, armor, equipment." And I was like, I mean, I'd never seen anything like that before. The closest thing I think I would have heard of at that time was Dungeons and Dragons, which, you know, at that point, that was kind of just, you know, not even a you know, a huge thing. But yeah, he played it, and, you know, I would sit there watching him in just amazement, because, you know, at the time I was pretty young, and, you know, I was kind of scared to play the you know, the games for the older kids. And, you know, I was afraid my mom, she would find me and punish me and stuff like that. Like, why are you playing these games? This is not meant for you. You're a little baby child. You can't play these games. That's scary, because I never want to. As a kid, you don't want to make your mom mad. You don't want to anger her. We're just building a little house here for the night, you know. Just letting it sit, you know. You never want to anger her, because you know you're going to get punished real bad if you do. So I'll keep that on the down low. Eventually, I manned up, and I decided to play it on my own accord, because, well, you know, being sidetracked a little bit. My first game, actually, on a console, my first adult game, was Uncharted, believe it or not. So before that, I grew up with the Wii, the GameCube, and the PSP. Those were my, like, 3 growing up consoles. I remember I remember waking up and going down to my grandma's basement to play Mario Sunshine on the GameCube. All sorts of fun little games, man. Mario Sunshine. When I was a kid, I had some anger issues. Okay, like Mario Sunshine, I ripped off the joystick rubber. Like I was a mad little boy. I don't know what was wrong with me. Honestly, it makes me cringe when I think about it, but that's being a kid for you, right? Anyways. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I'm getting super sidetracked here, but Luigi's Mansion freaked me out as a kid. I don't know if you've ever played Luigi's Mansion, but that game got me always scared, but it always intrigued me. Like, it always piqued my interest. I was too scared to play it, but I was not too scared to watch it. So, you know, I'd always ask my brother when his friends came over, it was just him, to play the game and, you know, and progress through it. And they would, and it would always be, I don't know, it was just this, it was a sense of, like, this sense of mysteriousness in the game. And I would just be, like, astounded by it. And I don't know, I still get that feeling when I play it today. I don't know if you guys have played it at all today, but it's honestly, for me at least, it's kind of a hidden gem. And, you know, the other Luigi's Mansion games, I haven't played New Moon or Blood Moon, whatever it was called, Red Moon, Dark Moon, I think it was, actually. I haven't played it, but I know, it wasn't the same. It was a lot more child-friendly, you know, made to appeal, and I understand that from Nintendo's standpoint. You can't always make something like that. It was kind of, honestly, Luigi's Mansion was kind of grotesque. Okay, maybe grotesque is not the right word, but it was kind of like some zombies. It was kind of scary. Like, it was creepy. It gave some interesting feelings, interesting vibes. It's funny, I never actually ended up beating the game until I was, like, I think, like, 12 or 13. And even then, I was still scared. But yeah, I grew up with that. And definitely on the Wii, I played Mario Galaxy was a huge one. I absolutely adored Mario Galaxy as a kid. The music, the gameplay, everything. It was really breathtaking for me, and it just blew me away every time. The music of Mario Galaxy still gets me to this day. That game really was lovely. Mario Galaxy 2, I mean, same pit. I don't know, this is bring back memories now that I talk about this. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Sims. Not like the one on PC, but the Sims for Wii. This was a different kind of Sims game. This was like Sims for little kids. It would be like these kind of blocky kind of sim characters that would be like have super accentuated, like, crazy personalities. And I remember the first game, you were hired as like a magic builder who was supposed to restore this town by building and furnishing houses for the Sims to move in and like and just do stuff. The sun's going up. Look at that. And you know, that was really cool for me to play when I was young. Because when I was young, I wanted to be like a construction worker because I played with a lot of Lego too. Which, not looking back, construction worker is kind of a vague term. But yeah, it's honestly, I haven't tried to play it or emulate it at all. I think I still own the disc, but I'm pretty sure it stopped working sometime in 2015. Excuse me, but jeez. And there goes my wooden axe. Oh, I don't have a crafting table with me. Here, let me just make another one. I'm liking this little lake house cabin we have here. I might move, but I don't know. I was just kind of building to pass the time at night. Maybe it'll be a nice memory later on. If I even get later on. But, you know. The Sims games had a couple more sequels, like the kids versions. You know, there was My Sims. It was called My Sims, but it was called My Sims Kingdoms, which was cool too. It was a little different. You would have to go around on islands, kind of doing quests for people, you know, like the furniture stuff to appeal to them. It was honestly, it was less creative. It was a lot more linear, I'd say. Okay, well, technically it's still creative, but it was a little more restricted. But it was fun. It was cool. I really enjoyed myself. There was one that I really liked too. There was another spin-off, or a sequel, I guess, called My Sims Agents. And you played as like a secret agent guy. That one was actually cool though. There was not really that much building in it at all, but you found clues and you analyzed like DNA data and stuff like that to solve mysteries, and like you followed footprints, and it was really mysterious and cool and secret agent themed. Honestly, I still have very fond memories of it. It was really, really fun, and it was one of my favorite spin-off sequels to like the My Sims kind of concept. I still remember the outro theme, like when the theme that played during the credits. It's still like, it still gives me like shivers when I hear it. You know, like the chills down your spine. Really, that just really broke there. Oh my god. Pardon me. Oh my gosh. I meant. There was another spin-off. There was like a racing one and a flying one, because, you know, there's a whole craze. There always seems to be a craze with like companies making racing games of their franchise, and, you know, a lot of them aren't really that good. I've noticed. They're okay. You know, Mario Kart, I think for me, is always going to be the king. Mario Kart, and, you know, obviously those like Forza, the Forza games are obviously pretty good, and, you know, a lot of the other ones that big companies make are always really good as well. But, you know. What am I doing? I'm trying to get this tree. I've always hated big trees because they're so annoying to cut down. But I get it, you know, it adds more variety. Why did I just make another one? I'm silly. Come on. This is me trying to think of something to talk about, even though I have 19 years worth of things to talk about. Right, I never got back to the Skyrim discussion. So I ended up playing it, you know, after whatever time of me, you know, being scared. And okay, yeah, let me just fall off again. And, you know, like I said, I'd never seen anything like that before. And it inspired me to really start being creative as like a kid. I would always look up lore videos and look up information on the Elder Scrolls, you know, like all its stories and stuff like that, and you know, all those crazy stuff. And in my spare time, I would draw maps of like made up lands. like these huge, cool continents and stuff like that. And the biggest one I had was this land called Varskath that I made up myself. And I'd put like concepts from like all throughout the Elder Scrolls, but with my little own twist on it, so it wasn't obviously copied or anything like that. But yeah, I draw out these huge maps, and I combine them with pieces of paper and tape them up on my walls. It was really fun. I really loved world building as a kid, and I always wanted to like make my own RPG and stuff like that. But I was young, right? I lacked the age, the skill, the talent, the money to make something like that. I mean, I still do. I'm still just learning how to program games. But it was definitely an inspiration, and it still is. I don't do world building that much anymore, but the Elder Scrolls has inspired me in ways that other things just haven't, and probably won't. Growing up too, I had the PSP, actually. Does anyone remember that? The PlayStation Portable? Jeez. Couldn't be me. That was great. I had what games did I have on that thing? I had the Jak and Daxter spin-off game. It was made by like something Hazard something Studios, and it wasn't that good. It was kind of bad, but you would fly around in ships and stuff like that and go to different places on like islands. Not very good compared to the original Jak trilogy, excuse me. But as a kid, you can't really complain. They're video games. They're fun. I had this game. It was called Patapon. That's what it was called. Yeah. It was this rhythm-based game. These little eyeballs. And you would use drums to command them. That was the funnest game I had on the PSP. I have such fond memories of that game. I would go on long excuse me, slurring my words. Whenever my parents would take us on like trips and stuff on the car, like we went to Montreal once for hours, just hours in the car. I'd be on my PSP playing this game with earphones, just blasting in my ear to the beat. And the thing is, like, you'd command these eyeball characters with the drums. It was rhythm based. Like you would use, so it would be like square, 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 circle for them to march, and you'd press them in on beat. And you do ones to attack, to run away, to like charge up and attack and stuff like that, so you do more damage. And it was honestly, it was really, really fun. The first game was definitely, it was hard. Honestly, keeping with rhythm, it was very strict on like how exact your beats had to be timed. Because as you do beats, you build up rhythm to like a fever mode where like you do extra damage, and stuff like that. Was there double chests in this version? I can't remember. Let's see. I don't think so, right? Oh no, there were. Okay. Let me get a torch going here. Put one on the back here as well. Well, maybe just in the vicinity, to light it up a little bit. Were there signs? I can't quite remember if there were signs in this version. I didn't check the version log too much. But anyways, you would fight bosses and enemies and stuff like that, and you'd get items to equip with your army to make them better, and you'd have different types of troops, like ones with like megaphones and spears and bows and shields and swords. Like it was honestly really cool. The second game was the greatest in the franchise. Okay. Well, it had a very similar story, and it just kind of like, it was more like a DLC to the first game, because while it added a whole bunch of new content, it was still the same. You know what I mean? They just recycled all the music and the assets and stuff like that, but added way more onto it. but it was still great. Like, it was awesome. And the difference between the first game and the second game, despite, or aside from the much longer story and, new items and things like that, you could grind for stuff now. So when you beat a level, or sometimes, not all the time, but when you beat a certain level, it would let you, play it again. And you could basically farm items for your troops. And you didn't need to do this at all. Like, you could play the game normally and just get through it. But this allowed for, the people who like grinding a little bit more. This kind of catered to them. And that was really cool because, at times I like to be grindy with things, and other times I don't. So you can do whatever you'd like. It introduced a whole bunch of new kinds of troops, a new troop leveling system. It was honestly a really innovative game for its time. And, I miss it, I haven't played it for a while. It did come out remastered, actually, on the PlayStation Store, so you can play it on consoles now. The first one and the second one. The third one, which we're going to get into now, it's something interesting. I never really liked the third one. It was... Oh, dude, the furnace with the stone top. I remember this. We got a little house going here. It'd be nice to make a little window, Maybe on this side I should do that. Let me get this. I'll put that here. We can get some sand. Just right here. Yeah, the third one was a different style. It was much more heavy. It was a lot darker, and the art style was kind of different. And I didn't like it. It just didn't feel right. The rhythm was different. The audio was kind of weird. I don't know. It just didn't appeal to me. There are a lot of diehard fans for it, and don't get me wrong. If you're a Patapon 3 fan, then just I'm not trying to slander you at all. But it just wasn't for me. It just wasn't my kind of game. I much rather prefer the first and the second game. Oh right, I have stairs in front of this. That's okay. I can just move this and keep it like a window here. Doesn't look that bad, Kind of cool, little nook. Little lakeside cabin. But yeah, it just... It was that kind of thing, you know what I mean? Oh, gotta pick up those sticks. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know you could place through the door. That's interesting. Just lighting up the area so we don't get that many mobs spawning, Probably make a couple more just in case. And there we go. Nice little lit up island with a chicken. And get rid of this. I think a mob could potentially spawn here, so I might actually still place a torch just right there. Yeah, right there. I'll put a tree. We'll put a sapling down right there. Maybe these trees will grow someday. Maybe they won't. Who knows? But we have a nice little lakeside cabin going. Like I said, I don't know if I'll stay here, but we'll see. What else? Anything else, really? I feel like I'm getting off track a lot, and I kind of forget what I'm talking about. Right. So after that third game, didn't make a fourth one, and there's no sign of a third remaster at any time. But the studio who made the game dissolved, and no one's really left. You can find the creators, but they're not really a studio anymore. There was something I wanted to talk about. I can't rightly remember what it was, but maybe I'll remember it one day. Who knows? But yeah, I think I might leave it off here for today, to be honest, because it's getting kind of late. It's about 4 a.m. I guess kind of early in the morning, and I should probably get to bed. I'm gonna have to wake up for classes in a couple hours anyways. Will I end up waking up for them? Probably not. Will I have to rewatch them later? Definitely. But hey, that's kind of the vicious cycle, right? A vicious cycle. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great day.